Hey everybody, I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I am. Woo! So now I'm gonna go ahead and chill. It's been a nice Sunday and I'm so loving the weather. But this was on my mind and I wanted to talk about it. There is a lot going on. Oh man, so much going on. But let's talk about when I said don't care to see the poverty. Here's what I think we need to discuss. I think it's very important. So here we have a family. They're seeking shelter, a place to live here in America. Nothing new. Lives are in turmoil. Okay. Quite often, when you hear men will say, "Oh, a woman can't raise no man. She can't raise no man." Well, somebody's raising them. And when things happen, we know we have it's the norm for us to we have a matriarch in the black community, okay? And we have the majority of fatherless homes. Nothing's new, no surprise. Like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah, no surprise. Okay, that's our norm. But here's what I wanted to address. When I say don't care to see the poverty, I think we need to understand people want to always blame the raising of the child on the woman. Oh, well, they raised by the mother raising a child. But there's one important factor that we cannot negate. Mothers, and I think we're forgetting this. Think about your man, okay? Especially trying to see the poverty, his characteristics. Let me get to this first. And this is, you can Google it. Let's think about when I say, and defective DNA. A man that creates a fatherless home to me has defective DNA because he's abandoning his partner that he got pregnant and also his child. Let's look at this. It says DNA is passed from parent to child through reproduction. The egg and the sperm each contain one half of the set of chromosomes. When the sperm fertilizes the egg, the baby receives a full set of chromosomes. Let's skip down to this right here. Here's a part I think we are forgetting. It says the egg and sperm together give the baby the full set of chromosomes. So, half the baby's DNA comes from the mother and half comes from the father. Now, I'm not a doctor, but this seems pretty basic. It takes two people to have a child. So that's why, and this is just an example, okay? So quite often, again, people seeking assistance, I understand, but quite often it's just women seeking assistance. So here's the deal. I think a lot of mothers may be forgetting. When you carry the seed of poverty, if that man is selfish, if he is self-centered, if he is angry, if he is mean and he is not caring, okay? If he is cynical, if he's all about himself, doesn't care about you, if he created a fatherless home before you and you're number two or number three, that's who he is. So understand this. When these kids are growing up, if the man is dumb, nonsensical, irrational, carry his seed, and you wonder why they're sitting up here running around here acting half crazy. 50% you, 50% him. So if he's an idiot, if he has anger issues, if he hates women, go ahead and carry his seed. That's why I think black women in particular, and it can be applicable to all nationalities, but I think black women in particular, that's why you're having these sons and you're catering to them and you're coddling them, and then they grow up and turn around and resent you, might unalive you. Where's his daddy at? Then you wonder why, how nonsensical can this be? I just watched a movie and it was a part where we went to bed and I'm like, we ain't got time to watch no movie. But I just saw the beginning. And the man and his wife, they were in bed sleeping. Next thing you know, wah, wah. But this baby was hollering. Oh my gosh. That baby was howling, howling. There was no way you could sleep through it if you tried. And so the man got up and he went ahead and got himself breakfast. The woman got up. She was a housewife and she went to see about the baby. And I thought to myself, so imagine the cruelty I think it is for a man to get a woman pregnant and abandon her. Imagine she's working a full-time job, let's say on the weekend, want to sleep late, and that baby just starts crying like that. She has to get up and go see about it. Baby's hungry or needs a diaper change. They can't say, hey, mama, can you come and change me? I'm only 4 months old. They're going to start crying. That's the method of communication. And I thought about that and I was like, wow, these are some cruel SOBs to leave a woman in that position. That's who they are. And then a woman is sacrificing where you just have a 1 bedroom and you got to get a 2 bedroom or turn your office into a nursery. Now, instead of just feeding you, you got to go ahead and make sure you feed a child and clothing and health insurance and doctor's appointments. You clothe them and feed them, assuming you're doing the best that you can, getting them to school. Then you get to work, pick them up. They want to play activities, soccer, football, things like that. Weekend, you running errands up. Oh, here comes a birthday gift celebration, then holidays. And you're doing this all on your own, no father around. Then that same child, let's say it's a man, then has the nerve to grow up and resent you, like the video what the little dust bucket said. He said he don't want to take care of his mama. You go through all of that. And he goes up to resent you, unalive you, use you, the whole 9 yards. Some mamas, they'll have a son 35 years old and they still holding it down. Still taking care of their son. Then he grows up, you ask him to pay some rent, set the house on fire. Might shoot. We've had to shoot at him. Blame you for everything that's wrong. So let's see, how nonsensical is that to blame everything on the parent that stayed and took on the responsibility, took on the sacrifice? How giving them an allowance? Oh, they want to go to the mall, take them to the mall. Want these kind of shoes, all of this, practice all of that. And then they go up to resent you. Here's the part that we're forgetting. See, the babies, half the DNA comes from you, the other half comes from the father. So if you are dealing with a man who is selfish, a man who doesn't give a darn about you, a man who abandons you, he might curse at you. I've heard of that. Oh, listen, when they get angry, it's nothing new. They will curse a woman out to her face and let her know, I don't want you or your baby. I don't care about you. They will do that. So if he is selfish, if he is mean and evil, don't be surprised when you carry his seed and some strange stuff start happening. Don't be surprised you sacrifice for them and take care of them and they start acting selfish and talking to you half crazy. Don't be surprised, because guess what? Half that DNA comes from the father. So however that man is and you're carrying his seed, that's what you're going to be in for. I told you before, I met a woman. I know her. She told me she met a man that was selling street pharmaceuticals. Okay. She met him instantaneous. I guess they hit it off. And then he was gone. But he sold street pharmaceuticals, had his own little pharmacy thing going on. Okay. How about her son that she had a son by? Her son grew up did the same thing. I thought I'm like, dang. She's like, yep. His father was a dealer, and he doing the same thing. Gee, I wonder why. Let's see. Half the baby's DNA comes from the mother, and half comes from the father. And you wonder why I still don't care to see the property deed. Nonsensical. Women sitting up here could have dropped your butt off at the fire station. They become angry and get so mad, and they can't handle the world. And you coddle them, and they blame you. They don't ever go find that old reprobate dad that abandoned them and say, hey, where the heck were you? Why did you abandon my mother like that? I would find that guy and let him out. I want some answers. But my mom and dad raised us. So I don't have that issue. But think about it. Then they get mad at the one that stayed and raised them. What does that tell you? That's something I keep telling you. It's some defective DNA somewhere. So you raise a man that loves to steal. He loves to be a thug and go shoot up and do rob people. Don't be surprised. You have his son. Next thing you know, little Peter, little Wayne, little TT doing the same thing. And it can be to a female too. But people want to say, oh, they raised by a single parent. But they're forgetting one thing, honey. That single parent has to deal with two: their DNA and the one that created fatherless homes. That's the part. So you're wondering why some of these things happen. You can't talk to them. They become violent. Check out the DNA. So let's whoa. But let's before we go ahead and let's try and get some solutions here. Let's go ahead. What I would need you to do. I'm not a psychiatrist or anything, but just common sense. You want to talk about it. Whoa. Let's back this up. What was his father like? And don't lie. Well, very volatile. Got angry quick. He was irresponsible. Uh huh. Uh-huh. He gets mad a lot, irrational, can't communicate with them. Maybe, just maybe, some of the problems that are happening in the community, as I said, defective DNA, because not based on color of skin, but based on your behavior, irrational. So maybe the problems that you're taking on, okay, dummy junior, dummy senior leads to dummy junior. So when you carry the seed of poverty D, however his behavior is, you might want to think about it. The apple a lot of times does not fall far from that tree. People want to always say, well, it's being raised by a single mother. Where the hell's the father at? I guess since he ran off, well, not his responsibility. I think not. I think not. So this part I think we're forgetting. Half the DNA comes from the mother, other half comes from the father. So some of these behavior that they're exhibiting, let's not put it all on the mother. What is she about? Okay, now what's the father about? So you're looking at the child is the combo. This is the combination. You and him, you and her. It could be a female. Oh, she's just like her dad. Me, I have ways just like my dad. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? Love to read, love some books, love some music. Fall in love with a song. My dad used to do it, and I can't believe I do it. And I might listen to it a couple of times. I kid you not, a couple of times over and over again. Gee, my father did that. That's probably where I got it from. What did Beyonce say in that concert? She get that shit from Tina. I love it. Gee, where did I get that from, my dad? Wall Street Journal, financial news. Where did I get that from, my dad? Every day in the vehicle, it was on KRLD, the news station. And dun, 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 the little song. And now the dollar industrial average. Where I get that from? My dad. Now I wish I got some cookie skills from my mom, which I did not. I didn't get that far. Yes, I don't know. Miss that. Where did I get that from? Like some history. Like to go see things. Art museums. Gee, I wonder where I get that from. Listen to people in business. Where'd I get that from? My dad. Apple didn't fall far from the tree. Very loquacious, very friendly. Where'd I get that from? My dad. My mother is the exact opposite. Not putting her down. Of course, I would never. But a little arrogant, a little snobbish. That side of family. I mean, that's just who they are. Uh, bougie. To be honest with you, me, I'm like my dad, just friendly. Hey, how you doing? Come on in. You know what I mean? I just had a neighbor to stop by on something about an estate sale. And I'm like, oh, yeah, hey, bar's open. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But where did I get that from? My father. I, many traits. I look like my dad. Many traits. So let's think about that when I say don't carry the seed of poverty. This might be the reason why. However, he is, go ahead and take that chance. If he's destructive, if he's angry, if he's irrational, he may be smart. And again, it's a combination. Again, the kid is the combo. So when I say don't carry the seed of poverty, D, I notice people want to always, oh, they raised by a single parent. But hold on, that child is not, no woman gets herself pregnant. That child is a combination of male and female. So you wonder why a lot of these behavioral issues, any man that creates a fatherless home, he's irresponsible, or he part of him is done caring. I don't care you the moment to work out. You should be there for your child. That speaks volume. So go ahead and carry his seed. Go ahead and carry the gangster or the wankster seed. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Stealing. Go ahead. Go right on ahead and do it. Go right on ahead and do it. I've seen things in other people, and I said, huh. Also, she got a little theft. Becky got a theft problem. Wouldn't surprise me why knowing the family history. She get it from her granddaddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That got a little trait over there with her. So yeah. So whenever you hear this poor excuse like, oh well, they've been raised by a single mother. But let's not forget that behavior you see. So like you saw these little young ones in the streets running around committing these crimes. You're not gonna put that all on that mama. No, 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 no. Where the daddy at? Where's that cat at? Where's he at? So this is another example of not to carry the seed of poverty D. That's why you look up, oh my God, what has happened? So this kid is in trouble. You've heard of that? I know I have. Maybe you have. I can't say whether you have or not. Oh my God. So this kid's in trouble and goes to prison, and look what child, his daddy is already there. You got to be kidding me. Daddy is already there. Or daddy coming in, son going out. Son going out, daddy coming back in. So yeah, when I say boy, the seed of poverty, it's kind of why. So women dealing with a whole lot of issues with the children. Don't forget, it's half your DNA and half the daddy's. So you can't control them running wild in the streets. That's that's somebody's DNA running out there. So another example, another reason why not to carry the seed of poverty D. You don't know how these kids start out like, oh my God, they're so cute. She's so cute. And, she's so cute. Oh, yeah. And it could be a kid, a boy there, oh, so cute. Oh, yeah. This little one here. Oh, look at her. Well, she's tired. The same thing. Look at him. And late girls are going to pretty much, since the mom is there, gravitate to her. The boy, the father may not be there, but don't be surprised. Even though the dad may not be there, guess what? Something is there. His traits may be there. Mm-hmm. So all this, oh well, it's a single raised by a single mother. A child consists of DNA from the mother and father. So when you see the mothers holding it down, being responsible, and you may have some problems. Some of them will unalive them. Where's the daddy at? What's his background? But they want to always put it on the woman. I think not. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.